Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a magic review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I know you are all fresh from having just watched the Oscars. Wow, what a show. The Oscars, incredible. Congratulations to the live action Pinocchio movie that was nominated, and I think the rest of us were like, there was a live action Pinocchio movie last year? When did that, I don't know. Wow, congratulations to Jonathan Taylor Thomas finally getting recognized for that classic film. But you're here for a magic review, that's why I'm here. Thanks for stopping by. While you're here, do me a favor, hit like, hit subscribe, especially if you haven't done that already. That's the best way to show your appreciation for me. I'm out here hitting the bricks, hitting the streets, every single day, Monday through Monday. Monday to Monday, that's right. Putting out the magic reviews for you. Today, got a parlor and stage trick. This is Takeoff from Arnaud and TrickTribe.com. What is Takeoff? Takeoff as in the airplanes taking off from the airport. This is a parlor or stage effect, maybe parlor. Parlor might be best because there is some kind of words involved, some reading involved, perhaps the audience seeing what it is that you are doing up close. So parlor would probably be the best place for this, but you come out with a stack of boarding passes, a whole stack of boarding passes, all brightly colored, lots of different destinations, travel places, right? Dates, times, seats, all that kind of information. And you can go through the tickets and show the audience that every single ticket is different and that the boarding passes remind you of trips that you've taken and that you say, I collect these to remind me of all the places that I've been in the world. And then it's a 3-spectator routine. First spectator selects a boarding pass. Second spectator selects a boarding pass. And the spectator on the end selects a boarding pass. And you can really have them memorize lots of different types of information from each boarding pass. Because if you think about it, on a coin, there's not much to memorize except maybe the date. On a card, there's color, there's whether it's a court card, and then there's suit number, right? But on a boarding pass, there's a lot of information. So you've got city left from, city going to, airline, time of day, seat number, right? You have all that information. And literally, that's the information that you could force on any single one of these spectators. And Arnaud will teach you how to do your reveal in a creative way. All right, so what's in the box? You get a little slidey, drawered box. Inside that, you're really getting just the stack of cards. The box is made to form fit right around the cards. And then you get the download code to the video. The video is roughly 46 minutes long. Is it what I thought? Kind of. When you watch the trailer, there's a couple of different ways that he forces the cards, and they're recognizable. And you might not have seen this technology applied to something else besides playing cards, but this is really a deck of playing cards, right? It's a gaffed deck of playing cards using playing card technology, but applied to a beautiful set of boarding passes. Is it well made? Well, these are better made than real boarding passes. Real boarding passes are like just cheap cardboard. These are beautifully colored, high gloss cardstock. What's the overall quality and production value of the video? You got Arnaud, he's talking to a mounted camera. He's standing against a blank wall with a vintage Magic poster behind him, and he does have an accent. As far as what he's going to teach you, you'll get an intro. He's going to show you the setup of the forcing deck. And it is a combination of Sangali principles and an Alcoran principle. He's going to show you how to force each element. And basically, there are 3 forces for 3 spectators. You can force the cards from the face, you can force the cards from the back, and you can force a single card from a spread. And I think for anyone who's had any experience with forcing from a deck of gimmicked cards, the first 2 forces you'll know and be able to perform pretty easily. The third, there is some fishing involved. He's going to teach the pattern, all of it, for what's needed, because he's going to walk through the entire routine at the end, and he's going to stop and give you commentary as he's performing for an empty room. And like I said, you'll be able to force anything from those forcing banks that you can remember, whether it's time of day, whether it's the city or destination, or whether it's the seat. How are the angles on this? I say the angles are the same as a Svengali deck. And I think with a larger Svengali deck, of course, there's the occasion that you might flash, but the reality is in a deck of cards, whereas people are more familiar with suits and numbers, like we're more familiar with seeing a deck of cards. So if we saw the same card flash multiple times, we might be clued into that. But if they see the same boarding pass 2 or 3 times, they're not going to notice because, you know, airlines use the same exact coloring and layout. So they might just think they're looking at a different boarding pass. They're not going to know. That said, though, can it be inspected? Well, no. It can't be inspected because, I mean, once they got it in their hands, they would really figure out how it was done. How much practice does it require? Like I said, the first 2 forces, if you're already familiar with forcing from a gimmicked deck, you'll be able to do these right away. The third one takes a little bit of practice and a little bit of fishing. The difficulty in the trick is the memorization, right? You remembering all the details that are on each one of the cards. But, I mean, that would just be you in advance saying, okay, with this person, I'm going to remember this, and this person, I'm going to remember this and this. So it's just the same way you would memorize, I'm forcing the 6 of clubs here and the 9 of diamonds over here. You're just going to memorize now, city and seat number and time of day. Setup and reset, it's a deck stack, right? It is a deck stack. And he's going to walk through the entire deck stack at the beginning of the video, show exactly how it lays out. If it got out of order, which I don't really think it will. I mean, it's not really going to get out of order. I think the first 2 spectators don't even take the card from the deck. They just get a glimpse of it, and you have them memorize the information, and then you seal it back up. So I don't think there's going to be that much that'll get out of order. Positives. All right, so what are the positives to take off? This really puts the gimmicked deck that you are familiar with, that you know already, but into a more of a parlor setting and puts a theme around it. It redresses a familiar gimmick to a story that you could tell about travel, about visiting places, about memories you have as you've gone to different places. We've all been to the airport. There's lots of like airport humor and airport jokes that you could put into this. There's other tricks on the market that involve getting on an airplane or that kind of theme. So I could easily see this as the step on the way to another trick. So I think there's a lot of opportunities with this. Negatives. All right, so what are the negatives? The negatives for this, and Arnaud is totally upfront about this in the video, just the size of the boarding passes, that they're longer, right? They're long and they're more of a rectangle shape than, say, a deck of cards. It makes the Svengali aspect sometimes get a little wonky. So it's one of those decks where you'll have to kind of like recenter all the cards so that they're all even on top. But is it worth your money? It is $71, 71 bucks. Like I said, and you can find this at tricktribe.com. Who would like this? I think people who travel. I think really this is going to be the one who sells it, because for somebody like me, I get on an airplane maybe once a year. And I'm always going with my family, and we're always going to, you know, some vacation spot. So I don't travel very much, and I especially don't travel, you know, into other countries. I mean, I've never been to another country. So for me, geography is poor. But if you travel a lot, especially if you travel to other countries, I think this is probably going to be right in your wheelhouse. Or that you perform for people that don't know that you don't travel or do travel. I think professionals, people that, you know, make their living performing for parlor or stage would love this. But don't just take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. I should not be your one-stop shop for all things magic review. There are other magic reviews out there, and you should be watching them. Vanish TV Live did a review for this. And Adam Evans, go check out Adam Evans' YouTube channel as well. Both of these did a review for Takeoff. Make sure you watch those before you spend your money. All right, that's everything I can say about Takeoff from Arnaud. And like I said, you can find this at tricktribe.com. I want to thank them for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And I'll stick a link below in the description. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. But wait, are you not getting enough magic orthodoxy in your life? Not getting enough of your very favorite magic reviews? Good news. You can join this channel. That's right. You can join Magic Orthodoxy for only $1.99 a month. $1.99 gives you access to 8 brand new videos every single month. 8 new videos that are unseen by the rest of the world. You will have exclusive access to them. Plus, if you join right now for $1.99, you'll get access to over 100 videos that are already in the membership section. That's right, 100 videos. What kind of content? Even more magic videos, top 10 lists, best of the year, head-to-head magic tricks, and my exclusive thoughts on performance and theory. 2 extra videos every single week, $1.99. Just scroll down to where it says Magic Orthodoxy. There's a button next to it that says join. Click the join button and it'll walk you through a series of menus that'll hook you up and get you access today.